The setting for this is Las Vegas, the MLG National Championships in 2007. Infinity was pretty much completely dominant going into this. They seemed like they were untouched. They had already won 2 tournaments earlier in that season, so they were looking like they were the team to beat. There was only 1 slot left to get into the final 8 teams, and the winning team out of the open bracket was MbN. MbN pulls out the first map, then Infinity wins the second map, MbN wins the third map, just barely Infinity wins the 4th map. 1 more round to go, we're in the tiebreaker round, in Fuel Depot, last map, and there ends up being a 3-on-2 situation in favor of MbN. One of the Infinity players takes out a member of MbN, but not before going down in the process, and then the second teammate on the way to make the save goes down as well, leading to MbN knocking off Infinity out of the winner's bracket and the national championships in Las Vegas. So they all just super excited, jumped up in excitement the second they dropped the last player, and they ended up pulling their controllers all out of the systems after they jumped up out of their chairs. But little did they know, they didn't take out the final player. They only took him down. And as you know in Gears of War, obviously there's a down but not out status that you're in up to 30 seconds in a tournament game. And you have to make sure that you tap A like a mother if you get downed, especially across the map, so you can hopefully get up in time and try and defend yourself. He's tapping his button like crazy, but down low in his lap so nobody can see him. And then his teammate, thinking they lost and didn't even notice either, unplugs his controller while he's tapping. So then he has to tell him, without alerting the other team who's still high-fiving and hugging, to plug the controller back in. And then he gets the taps, gets up, kills both of them, the crowd goes insane, and they move on in the winner's bracket and end up taking out MbN when they had victory in their hands and it was snatched by the jaws of defeat. How can you let that happen? Like, it's insane to think about. Could you imagine what must have been going through that team's mind after they realized that they let the guy get up and kill both of them to lose the match? And then what happened to Infinity? They went on, knocked off 2 more teams, and won the national championship. Almost as if fate was on their side 100% that day. If you guys were there at this tournament, or you remember this tournament, I would love to hear your thoughts about it in the comments below. I tried to look for video footage of this event itself and this entire situation, but I can't find anything. And so I guess a lot of us didn't really have smartphones back then, which kind of sucks. So there would probably have been a lot more footage of this. But if you guys know anywhere that we can hopefully see a video, that would be awesome. Gears of War Ultimate Edition is only a few more days away. Make sure you get an Xbox One for God's sakes so we can play together. And now I'm going to sit here and practice my tapping just in case that shit happens to me at LAN.